to be as positive as possible, which means wherever you're at, which means that they can only intensify the negative while you continue on the positive, and they're only deeper. They're digging themselves deeper into that negative energy hole. And so it works in any field or wherever you are, whether it's a teacher or a police officer, a waitress or a doctor or a good lawyer, a good politician or whatever, et cetera, in any field. And you can see any person who's abusing their position in order to hurt others for a cruel objective, which only divides further between the have and the have-nots. And you can see how it's working. And you need to be very, very careful in this one point. And this is the part where if you try to expose the problem. So if you are a good doctor, or a lawyer, or a police officer, and you end up in a company, corporation, or a government that's corrupt, and you try to expose this problem, you may find out that the problem is systemic. So before you try getting angry and say, well, I'm going to expose these people, I'm going to expose them to the FBI, or I'm going to expose them to this, or I'm going to expose them to that, finding out exactly how high this systemic problem is, you will find out quickly. So while you go up the chain, the ladder, and start to report the problem to higher officials, you may come to find out that the problem goes up a lot higher. So you will find yourself not thinking that you're going to alleviate getting justice by either a higher form of somebody in the structure, whether it's a supervisor going to a manager or to operations manager or district manager and to the judge or to the Supreme. Well, I don't know about the Supreme Court. I never had anything go that far, but going to the police, from the police to the certain FBI or just going up the chain, and you're thinking that things are going to become, oh yeah, I'm going to make things better. And you can see that with a lot of movies that were made about police officers who got caught up with corrupt police force, in which not only do they protect themselves, but they continue on this path to intimidating and haranguing people for their own personal objectives and their own reasoning. So you go over their heads and try to find a better solution, and you will see that the problems is only going to get worse for you. Next thing you know, they'll start looking into all your affairs. You're going to be prosecuted by this. You're going to be prosecuted by that. You're going to be hurt with this. People are going to start being angry with you. People around the whole neighborhood is going to be angry with you. Whole organizations you don't even know is going to, people are going to start following you. Oh, that's not true. I talk to a lot of people that try to expose certain parts and find out that, oh yeah, it's indeed true. So before you start going up the chain, the ladder of the hierarchy, it's in your best interest to know that not only are you going to get a pushback, but understand how far these people are willing to do and hurt you. And this kind of behavior is only further digging our ditch to a worse society until where we can finally come to the point where it's total annihilation and we're living in the road warrior where everybody's just killing each other and doing nasty things just to survive, at least until at some point something's got to break or we just got to get totally annihilated again. But again, it goes a lot deeper, so this is just the worst of the worst I'm trying to give you, because I'm going to give you the best of the best, and that's going to take a little bit. But until we get to that point, need to know, have the heads up that when you're trying to clean house, there's some people that want to keep it dirty. They want to keep it smelly. Not only that, they want to destroy the house. They want to destroy the house with you in it, and them watching outside, looking at you, and hoping you don't destroy their house. So they want to keep their house in order while destroying your house. But eventually, after they destroyed your house, the only house left standing is their house. And because they're not following the way, and now that's gone, the only thing left to hurt is themselves, which they already did. But they're using a structure that's been so long that, again, in the past, they said this is what destroyed our first people from becoming truly enlightened, by following this negative form of structure, which still is about, because you see it through all this negative worship, and with all these people worshiping demons and going through all this magic, or what you call this, worshiping the dead knowledge. It's, again, as you continue, you will see that this is only going to lead to destruction, because you are making deals with entities that are dead, and not only dead, but they are cursed. And so you continue on the first thing that you're looking for to alleviate. When you go down that road, you find out it wasn't what you was led to believe, or that is. That being said, this is why you are better off not relying on individual man and man. Because at some point, when all this starts happening to you, and you start saying, oh, well, I'm going to look for justice in man. Let me go up to a higher court. Let me see if I could correct this and help other people somewhere along the line. But you're going to get some serious, not only pushback, but you're going to find out exactly how deep does this rabbit hole goes, and how tainted is it. And so if you're confused about finding true justice in man, you may come up extremely short. But when you follow the code, you're following the code and know how high true justice is. And also, I want to make a special note. It's that not all fraternal orders are bad. And but even by the requirement to having to believe in a higher power or to join some fraternal orders doesn't say what to worship. So some people believe to say, well, you got to believe in a higher power, while some people believe in God and love. There are other people who believe in negative deities and evil gods, or evil God, and many of these orders have different people and worshiping different entities. And by the very structure of it, it's secretive. So that alone makes it not above, but below. And so when one is using or uniting with this brotherhood, they still have to follow the structure. And while even some say that some of their higher echelons of the higher channels or the steps, it will mean you have to go deeper into the worshiping of these evil entities, such as I don't know. I heard through a grapevine. I can't verify or deny it. So just know, it could go either way. That Aleister Crowley started as a Mason, but ended up being promoted to something else. Some say that he was kicked out of the Masons. So again, I know a lot of good Masons. I've taken care of a lot of good Masons, and they were really sweet to me. So. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but I'm just saying that in many places, many churches, or even politics, or companies, is that there's a lot of corruption, and some people don't know exactly how high it goes. But if you're looking for man to find you justice, you may come up extremely short. And that's where the understanding of the how these energies are at play, and understanding the Most High, or God, or there's different names of God. Again, we're going to go into that Ruder style. So you can see how it was dispersed, and how you was given books that was giving you the knowledge of the black and white. If you ever see the Masonic floor, it's the black and white on the floor. And that's a science that we're going to get into a little later on as the subjects progress, because you'll need to know exactly how so many people are deceived into ignorance, into following a logic that's illogical and that's self-defeating. So, which, that's why we're hemorrhaging now, and many people are starting to awaken. And so while people are awakening, they try more negative reinforcement. And when they try negative reinforcement, people get angry, saying, hey, you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. So before everybody just start hurting one another, I heard of one incident that one cop shot somebody's kid. Then the guy got pissed off, and he shot the cop's kid. And some people say, well, was that wrong, or was that justice? Now, in a world of negative, that's pure justice, because they believed in the same code, therefore they get the same effect. But as a positive individual, it was best to left in God's hands, because if you follow the positive law, you would meet the one that was injured unjustly. And if he continues on that negative path, then he's going to meet the brick. I mean, when the rubber meets the road, he's gonna come to where he had made his laws. That's the code he lives by. These are the choices that he made throughout his life that solidifies him. It's not what you say, what you believe in. It's the very actions that you do that will tell you exactly what you believe, exactly your energy and your perception. This is the end of this lesson.